Hello and welcome to my channel, GreenLion Goddess Tarot. Oh, that one flew away. Six of Swords. Okay, moving on, transitioning on, finding a place of peace, moving on from drama. That could be good because I'm kind of seeing, we're just moving on from the new moon in Aquarius and we're seeing a lot of mental activity, a lot of reactions. So it's almost like people are either really calm, collected and detached, or they're having some kind of huge emotional drama and there's no kind of middle ground. So Six of Swords is, being able to move on from that. We have a very, so things can settle down and find a little bit of peace. So transition energy. We have very strong Uranus energy over the next couple of days as well, coming out of this new moon in Aquarius. And Uranus is the modern day ruler of Aquarius. So Uranus is slowing down to turn direct in a couple of days. So when it slows down, it becomes closer to the earth. And here it is with the full card, Uranus energy. Quite literally, if you read my astrology, tarot and astrology free handout for this year, well, Uranus came up with the full card. It is about stepping into the new, embracing the new. A lot of stuff going on inside our mind here with the full card, stepping into something new. Somebody might also be going, okay, I responded too quickly, I rushed in too quickly, been able to move on from that. Interestingly, the High Priestess came out. Okay, so intuitively following a new path, a new direction, the Hermit and the King of Wands. Look, here comes the big guns. It's interesting. The Four of Cups. So we're starting to see the power of this new moon. It's interesting. I actually did a reading for it today because the new moon's happening today and on Instagram. And it felt like more of a new moon reading than the tarot reading I did yesterday for YouTube. So check that out if you haven't already seen that. But this is almost like, it was interesting, that new moon reading that we had yesterday, that felt like there was hidden or withdrawn thinking, knowledge, and with Uranus about to go direct, it's suddenly we're preparing to move forward with some of the changes we've made in our life. This can bring shocks as well, like, shocking truths are revealed, or shocking news that's coming in. But for us personally, the Fool, the High Priestess and the Hermit, these are the very beautiful, wise and intuitive energies of us saying it's time to step into the new, follow that inner wisdom and trust your intuition here with the High Priestess. So the Hermit is the analytical mind that might be wanting to, it's a very strong Virgo energy that might want to go into deep analysis, a little bit of soul searching. What is the path ahead? What is the direction? It's hard to see that. I'm in the dark. How do I move forward? And the answer is here with this beautiful lady of the High Priestess, to trust your intuition. Now, it's interesting with the Four of Cups, the cup is being handed to this person and they're kind of going, I'm not sure about that. So there might be a real sense of needing to trust, because it might be, and for those people who are used to having a lot of clear intuition, this might feel a bit different. It might be like, I kind of have a feeling that I know where I want to go, or intuition could just be feeling really clouded. But I just, can I really trust this? Can I trust this? So once you really do get the answers, when you start seeing what is the path ahead, the Hermit's on top of the mountain going, I'm meeting a challenge of some sort, or seeing that challenge from a higher perspective, which is a very Uranus energy. And because mountains represent challenges, and that the Hermit's right there going, right, if I look at this and look down and what's the path ahead from this higher perspective, and I learn to trust my intuition with the High Priestess, I'm going to know how to move forward and take action. With the King of Wands, I'm going to know how to trust. The King of Wands is about mastering and trusting your intuition, trusting your passion, trusting your creative new direction, trusting your own authority, trusting your soul and spirit. So you are being guided by a higher force here, and once things calm down a little bit on the emotional front, where it could be like a bit of drama going on, then we're starting to see these bigger players here. It was like, well, we have to wait and see what comes out of this new moon in Aquarius. And immediately we're seeing the Fool card, which is something very brand new coming out. But you have to trust your intuition. It could even be quite revolutionary and different. The Fool likes to travel light. So even though there's something that may be weighing heavily on your mind here with the Hermit, the Fool likes to have this lightness of spirit moving forward. So it's, yeah, and if that's the higher octave of it, trusting your soul and spirit to move you forward into the right direction. Whereas the lower octave, if you went down and you got stuck, the Four of Cups is feeling disillusioned, feeling like, I don't want to trust that. I can't trust that. I'm feeling foggy. I'm feeling uncertain. I'm doing a bit of soul searching. Both the Four of Cups and the Hermit cards can be soul searching, dark night of the soul energy. But at the same time, if we move to the higher octave, it's understanding that you can learn to trust your intuition. But it's almost like there's a bit of a challenge here around that. And with these three cards, it feels like there's something very, very strong and new that wants to come in here, that is ready to activate. Your soul is ready to activate. New path, new direction. And because there are these three major arcanas, it could be in any direction. You know, for some of you, it's going to be with work and career. Some of you, it's going to be with relationships. Some of you, it's going to be around money or where you're living. But it's a group of friends, perhaps, or family members. But either way, this Fool card, it's a generic energy of new beginnings, embracing the new. So this, but it comes from being, meeting the challenge, seeing the challenge, being wise, tapping into your inner wisdom, but instead of being over analytical about it, trusting your intuition, and that is the way to move forward and be like this King of Wands. Some of you are going to be called into being leaders as well. So that's something like a leadership energy. I am the authority of my life, or you might be called to step into more of that leadership role, or look at what that means in your life in some way, with that King of Wands as well. So, and if there might be someone around you, like the King of Wands, that is displaying this. So if this is something that you're finding that you're noticing, oh, I like the way somebody's going about that, or I see that they're doing this, instead of falling into comparisonitis where you're comparing yourself, which the Hermit can go into that, can go, oh, they're doing it that way, why can't I do it? But the King of Wands is very much like, with these energies, it's like, trust what's unique for you with Uranus. Trust what's your authentic, unique expression of yourself, and then move forward. So you don't have to be like somebody else. You could see that somebody else is successful. I do get a little bit of comparison, like moving through comparison, comparing yourself to somebody else. Even though you could be inspired by that person, or they're doing it too, that's great. You don't have to do it that way. You don't have to do it like them. So, yeah, originality, brilliance, all these things wants to come out. So that's the reading. It actually feels exciting. It feels good once we can get to those higher octaves and go up. And the way you can do that is through meditation, through any kind of process, through connecting in and just trusting that intuitive feeling, not getting too much in your head and getting too logical about it. And and connect into that unlimited version of yourself and trust that, learn to trust that. So be the wise sage, the Hermit, take the right action. That is the message. So I feel this is such a positive new moon coming in. We're starting to see the positive energy of it. Like the lead up to it was a little bit bumpy, but what we're seeing coming out of it is potentially some big changes. Exciting new things. So that's the reading for the 30th. I'm excited to see what is coming, but I feel like it's finally shown itself to us. It's finally and it's not going to take long. It's like over the next couple of days. And yeah, that's it. So thanks so much for joining me. Check out the reading on Instagram. Like I said, it was different to the YouTube reading, which surprised me. But it's more the reading I was expecting in the YouTube reading. But check that out. Please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment. Love to read your comments, and take care. Introducing a new and exciting offering. Welcome to Goddess Codes. Over a 3-month period, we activate your energy to the new earth frequencies so your soul energy comes back into alignment. Dormant gifts and abilities come online, We clear out anything old that you no longer need, and you step into a sense of purpose. If you're looking to move on from old belief systems, if you're ready to step into your authentic power, I invite you to explore goddess codes and come on this journey with me.